I'm here to talk to you all about one of the most divisive issues of our time. Is Halloween an Australian tradition or not? The number of Australians that seem to absolutely hate and despise Halloween and describe it as an American tradition seems to be growing in society.
The ancient celebration of Samhain became All Saints or All Hallows Day. The festival gathering the evening before became Halloween, the evening before All Hallows Day. The line between the realm of the living and that of the dead became thin, and the spirits of the other world could roam the earth. It was a time to remember one's ancestors and relatives and to be wary of evil and mischievous spirits. Now, Halloween was taken to America by Scottish and Catholic people, and there it developed into many traditions which were unique to the States.
So many people say to me, Halloween's American. I'm sick of people trick-or-treating. Why do people need to do such a thing? It's so un-Australian.
Halloween balls and parties date back to at least 170 years in Australia. When the first Scottish people emigrated to our country, they brought with them their love of Halloween. Caledonian clubs across the country celebrated with food, drink, bagpipes played, they sung and they danced to their traditional songs. The longest running Halloween ball in the world is in the town of Ravenswood in North Queensland. For more than 150 years, people have been dressing up in Halloween attire and roaming the streets. The tradition was likely brought by American miners who came to find gold. By 100 years ago, Halloween had really taken off. Orange-coloured lanterns and lights, decorations and streamers in orange and black, depictions of witches with peaked hats, wizards, black cats, spiders, bats, pumpkin heads, owls, ghosts, people dressed in fancy dress. Many gatherings had cauldrons from which they gave away gifts, and they had apple bobbing. Ghost stories were told and dances held. Fetes, balls and parties grew across Australia, in country towns and in cities. Surprisingly, Halloween gatherings were run by Christian church organisations as well. People held parties in private houses, cafes, clubs, restaurants and halls. By the 1930s, children were being exposed to Halloween annually on radio shows, in books and newspapers. The celebration of Halloween in a more American style did not really take off until the 1970s and 80s, when the rise in popularity of horror films from the United States took off.
I was born in Brisbane in 1971, and I can tell you, growing up, there really wasn't any trick-or-treating when I was a child. By the 1980s, though, little kids dressing in dressing gowns and wandering the streets had started to become a little bit more common. And in my belief, having grown up in Australia in the 80s, I'm pretty confident people were starting to celebrate the trick-or-treat American style of Halloween at around that time. 40-something years later, that's evolved now into massive street parties and celebrations. Like a lot of things Australians enjoy, they're things, traditions, experiences that we've pinched from other places and made them our own. And so, in my opinion, Halloween now is part of our calendar. And love it or loathe it, it's as Australian as us.